Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're diving in to talk about ONDO Finance once again and everything to do with real world asset tokenization. As always, if you enjoy the content, please make sure to smash that thumbs up button below and grab your free copy of The Rise of Bitcoin. There's a link in the video description below this video. Grab it now while it's free and let's get into the content. So, ONDO, we have discussed many times on the channel, and it is at the center of real-world asset tokenization. Real-world asset tokenization has been one of the best performing narratives this year in 2024. And, we can jump over to DeFi Llama very quickly. And on DeFi Llama's new narrative tracker, let's find it here. It is very clear that real world assets have been one of the best performing narratives. So here we go into the narratives tracker and sorting this by, let's say, year to date. We can see that real world assets are up 433% since the beginning of January of this year. So if you want to be making these, amazing gains, it's second or behind only meme coins and Politify in 2024 thus far. It's going to be worth having some sort of exposure to real world asset tokens. So what is ONDO? ONDO is on-chain institutional grade finance. What does that really mean? Well, ONDO is basically a protocol that bridges traditional finance like US treasuries and money market funds with the crypto world. And I think the easiest way to think about ONDO is that ONDO takes traditional investments and makes them more accessible on the blockchain. Larry Fink, CEO of BlackRock, is on the record stating that he believes the Bitcoin ETFs are somewhat of a stepping stone towards this world where we're going to be seeing the tokenization of absolutely everything. Bonds, treasuries, money market funds all fall into that category of assets that can be very easily tokenized on chain, making them more liquid, more accessible, and much more cost effective to transact with. So how does ONDO do this? Well, it does it by turning these traditional assets into digital tokens on the blockchain. They are creating the infrastructure and the railroads to get more of these money market funds, bonds, and treasuries into the blockchain world. And we're only going to see that continue to grow over the next number of years. What are ONDO's key products? Well, they've got about 4 different core products as part of their entire ecosystem. The first one is USDY. This is a stable coin that ONDO have created in order to, give people more access to US dollar in a tokenized form, and their USDY stablecoin is backed by short-term US treasuries that offer yield targeted to non-US investors. Their second core product is OUSG. This is their tokenized short-term US treasuries, providing secure and stable investment opportunities. Their third core offering is the OMMF, their tokenized money market fund, offering low risk returns. And the fourth core product in the ONDO ecosystem is Flux Finance, a lending and borrowing protocol that supports permissioned and permissionless tokens. So ONDO's products allow DeFi investors to access stable income generating assets in a volatile crypto market. They're combining, or at least taking the people in the centralized traditional finance world by the hand and bringing them into the blockchain world in a very regulated fashion. So that's one of the kind of main benefits of ONDO, is that there is lots of compliance, lots of transparency, security, and they are working in a way that is very aligned with existing regulation, especially in the United States. So ONDO's DeFi approach is really a CDeFi approach, or a centralized, decentralized finance approach, which is somewhat contradictory, but this model is basically combining the benefits of decentralized finance, like transparency, accessibility, and the efficiency of blockchain technology, with the regulatory safeguards of traditional centralized finance, and hence this term CDeFi. So again, you guys can read up more on the compliance and transparency and security side of ONDO, but this is a big part of their value proposition for getting more institutional investors and institutional partners on board. And talking about institutional partners, this institutional adoption that ONDO is seeing is being led by the fact that they have partnered with BlackRock, the largest asset manager in the world, to offer tokenized access to BlackRock's BUIDL fund. Again, guys, over on RWA.xyz, we can keep track of everything happening in the real world assets narrative. If we launch their dashboard here and if we go to US Treasuries, you can see BlackRock's BUIDL fund and just how much it has been growing over the past year. In March, it only launched with about $40 million of tokenized treasuries for the BlackRock BUIDL fund specifically. It is the top one in this chart here in orange, and you can see we've grown over the past number of months just since March this year, going from $40 million of tokenized US treasuries to well over $500 million of tokenized US treasuries in the BlackRock BUIDL fund alone. Okay, so lots of interesting stuff going on with BlackRock and their BUIDL fund, and ONDO is partnered with BlackRock to offer tokenized access to BlackRock's BUIDL fund, primarily investing in US treasuries. So this partnership allows ONDO to provide blockchain-based investment in traditional assets by leveraging BlackRock's asset management expertise. So again, with partners like BlackRock, and again, you can see this, they call it out very explicitly on their website. They make sure to reference BlackRock as one of their exceptional partners with superior assets and world-class client services. Twice they've called out BlackRock on the homepage. Once was not enough. So, you know, lots of high-quality stuff going on with the relationships that ONDO has in terms of getting partnered with the largest investors, institutional grade investors, and asset managers in the world. So what are the tokenomics looking like for ONDO? Well, in terms of max supply, there is a max supply for 10 billion ONDO tokens. However, there are only currently 1.39 billion ONDO tokens in circulation. So this is a big asterisk that we need to be aware of when it comes to the tokenomics surrounding ONDO, because there is only 14% of the total supply in circulation. If we bring up CoinMarketCap here very quickly, and if we search for ONDO, you'll notice here in the tokenomics section, we can see that 10 billion total ONDO, only 1.39 billion in circulation. We've got a market cap of about 880 million, and lots of volume happening on ONDO, of course. But the fact that we've only got 14% of the total supply in circulation, is a little bit of a red flag. And there is a big token unlock in January of 2025. So in the next couple of months, we're going to have another 1.94 billion ONDO tokens entering circulation, which is going to lead to an increase of 135% more ONDO tokens entering circulation and coming into the market. So there's going to be huge amount of saturation with more ONDO tokens. Will the market be able to absorb it? Will that timing be okay for this bull cycle? Because we've got more liquidity entering the markets over the next few months. We're going to have more retail investors coming. Perhaps the buying pressure will be enough to hold prices either where they are and or help the price of ONDO continue to move to the upside. So lots of exciting stuff going on there. Tokenomics, the big key here is that the unlock is happening on January 18th. Be aware of that if you're holding ONDO already, and be aware of that if you're thinking about investing in ONDO yourself. Of course, as always, this video is not financial advice. There are some DeFi opportunities for ONDO as well. There are pool opportunities for supplying liquidity to Ethereum and ONDO on Uniswap. There is good fees to be made in this pool, especially when volumes are moving higher and when we have more volume coming through ONDO when it's moving up in price. Again, ONDO has had a very good year overall. If we zoom out to the 1 year time frame, ONDO is up just under 300% in the past 365 days. So outperforming Bitcoin, Ethereum, and many other altcoins over the past 365 days. ONDO would have been a very good investment this time last year. And I think this kind of consolidation here over the past few months is boding well for another leg up by the time we get more liquidity coming into the markets over the next couple of months. Again, their USDY stablecoin is available on multiple different protocols. You can access it on Sui, you can access it on Aptos across a number of lending and borrowing protocols. And we mentioned Flux Finance as ONDO's fourth core product offering. You can come over to fluxfinance.com yourself and you can check it out. This is a fully functioning lending and borrowing protocol on ONDO. And again, you can lend and borrow different tokens. You can supply stables and earn a yield. You can borrow tokens, but you do need to have OUSG in order to actually do that. And again, lots of exciting stuff going on when there's a real product, a real working protocol as part of their core offering in the lending and borrowing sphere. So finally, we're going to look at an updated price prediction for ONDO. Again, as always, we're going to be giving you a bear case, bull case, and base case scenario. First and foremost, though, in the bear case, what we're saying is the total crypto market cap could peak around 4 trillion US dollars. My apologies. If ONDO can get up to a 0.2% dominance level, that's going to get us up to an $8 billion market cap. And for the amount of ONDO in circulation, we've factored in that token unlock happening in January, which means there's going to be about 3.4 billion ONDO tokens in circulation by middle to end of next year, which would give us a $2.35 price target if ONDO can reach $8 billion in market cap, and dividing that by the 3.4 billion tokens. Okay. Next up, we've got our base case scenario. And in a base case, what we're saying is the total crypto market cap could peak up around 6 trillion US dollars. If ONDO can get up to 0.3% in dominance, that would give us an $18 billion market cap. And again, dividing that by 3.4 billion ONDO gives us a $5.29 price target in a base case scenario. And finally, in our most bullish case scenario, what we're saying is the total crypto market cap could peak around 8 trillion US dollars. If ONDO can get up to a 0.4% dominance level, that's going to give it a 32 billion overall market cap in US dollar terms. Dividing that by 3.4 billion ONDO tokens gives us a $9.40 price target for ONDO by the peak of the bull cycle in our most bullish case scenario. As you can see, we're currently sitting at a 63 cents price ONDO. We're down ever so slightly on the month, down 5%, taking a dip even today in particular. But this return on investment, if we get up to our base case, is almost a 10x, and going to our bull case is closer to a 15 or 16x from today's prices. So that is it for ONDO, guys. I know we've done plenty of videos about ONDO on the channel, but I wanted to dive deeper into what is actually going on behind the scenes, what's going on under the hood. We looked at all of their key products, lots of exciting stuff going on. You know, the growth that we're seeing, not just in BlackRock's Biddle Fund, but with all of these tokenized treasuries over the past year. This trend is looking set to continue for the next number of years to make treasuries, bonds, and all of these real world assets more liquid, more efficient, and more scalable on blockchain technology. That's it for today's video. As always, if you enjoy the content, please make sure to smash that thumbs up button below, hit that subscribe button as well. And if you want to get notified about similar videos, smash that bell notification icon. And as always, grab a copy of The Rise of Bitcoin. It's a link below in the description. Grab it now, and we'll catch you in the next one.